How to be a priority, not an option. 6 powerful steps that work. 8. Exercise your walking power. Let me just make this clear first. Walking power is not saying, you better act the way I want you to or I'm leaving. It's not about making threats or ultimatums on a whim in order to bend him to your will. Walking power is a mindset and a way of being. Men are biologically hardwired to desire a woman who is the prize. To be a prize, you must be a woman that he could potentially lose to another man if he doesn't bring his best to the relationship. When a man feels that he could lose you if he doesn't bring his A game, he brings his A game. When he feels that you're not going anywhere, he knows that he has you and he no longer has to bring his A game to keep you, he won't. He might not mean to, but people are people, it's human nature to take whatever path has the least effort to maintain. Don't make someone a priority when you're only an option. If you're being treated like an option, use your walking power. If he truly likes you, he will quickly snap to attention and step up because he doesn't want to lose you. Remember, how he treats you is how he feels about you. If he's not enthusiastic, happy, and engaging, it's because he doesn't feel that way towards you. Walking power means you always remember that you have other options. It helps you remember that you don't need to be in the relationship with your current guy, you choose to be. And if a guy says he doesn't want a relationship, then that is the time to use your walking power. Though, establish depth of connection. One major thing men look at when deciding whether you're just a girl or the girl comes down to depth of connection. When you have depth of connection, you are a special person in his life. You are a partner. You're on the inside of his life and he feels that he can let guard down around you. It is only when you have depth of connection that you have true shot at love. This level of connection is super important if you want to be a priority and not an option to him. How do you know if you have that depth of connection with him? Here are some questions to ask yourself. Does he talk to you about problems and stresses he deals with in life? Or does he just show you his got it all together persona? Is he real with you? Does he show his true emotions? Is he guarded or unguarded around you? Does he always keep things light and surface level, even when it comes to painful areas, secrets and fears? Does he talk to you about what's most important to him? Do you know things about him not many other people know? For instance, things you wouldn't find anywhere on his social media. Has he immersed you in his life? Have you met his friends and family, etc.? Does he make an effort for you to understand him? Does he talk about a future with you in a real, concrete way? It's important to ask yourself these questions. The answers to these questions will give you a clear idea of the depth of connection you have with him. It comes down to whether he's guarded or unguarded around you. That will ultimately tell you if there's truly relationship potential here. Teen. Let him know what it is you want. I get so many messages from women asking me for help deciphering their relationships and basically asking me to be a mind reader for their man. They ask why hasn't he kissed them yet or introduced them to his friends. I often ask, well, have you asked him for any of these things? Have you told him what you want to have happen? And they answer no. So many women are afraid to speak up and express their needs, and I get it. The fear here is that they will come across as needy and any request, however small, will be seen as desperation or neediness and send him running for the hills. But owning what you want isn't neediness. Neediness is needing someone else to validate you because you don't feel good about yourself. It's not neediness to know what you want and to ask straight up for it. If you think, I don't feel like a priority to my boyfriend, ask yourself if you're being upfront with him about your wants and needs. You can tell him, with poise and confidence, you know, I really need you to plan things with me in advance. Or, I really love it when you text me or call me during the day, and I really love it when you plan romantic dates. It makes me feel really cared for. Asking for what you want takes you from I don't feel important to I feel empowered in this relationship and I'm glad I speak up. You also have a right to know where your relationship stands. Stop being so afraid of rocking the boat. If you have to monitor your behavior around a guy so carefully, he probably isn't the right guy for you. 4. Pull back. This applies if you're putting in all the work, you're doing everything, and you find yourself in that passive reciprocation trap I mentioned earlier. Just step back a bit and see what happens. If he truly likes you, he's not just going to let you fade into the abyss. Sometimes women make their man too comfortable and make it too easy because we want to be cool and easygoing. Take a break and make space for him to step up and come to you. Don't be mean or cold. Just simply stop doing all the work. One of two things will happen. Either he will step up and start putting in more effort because he's starting to feel you slip away. Or he won't make any changes to his behavior, in which case you'll know for sure that you were in a passive reciprocation trap and the only one investing in the relationship. 5. Don't commit to him until he has committed to you. A guy is not going to invest equally in you based on how much you invest in him. Don't act like his girlfriend until you are his girlfriend. I say this all the time because it's so crucial to making sure a guy is ready and willing to step up and commit. Don't cut yourself off from other guys. You are not competing for his affections and auditioning for the role of girlfriend. Even if you're not seeing anyone else, at least mentally keep yourself open to the idea. Let him invest in you. You don't get someone to invest in you by investing in them and doubling down when it doesn't seem to be working. When you do this for a man, it isn't earned or deserved, so he doesn't value it or make you a priority. Let him come to you, put in some work, and plan the dates. Che. Be easy to be around. This is the one thing men want in a relationship, someone who is easy and fun to be around. If being around you is a drag, he won't want to be around you. It's as simple as that. On the other hand, if being around you feels good, feels like relief and happiness, he will be open to you. 7. Prioritize yourself. If you want a man to treat you like a priority, you have got to prioritize yourself. By putting the focus on yourself, you're not putting pressure on the relationship or him to be a certain way or validate you in a certain way. You do not become a priority to him by making him your priority. You get it by prioritizing yourself. This ties into the last point I made, that when you're focused on how awesome your life already is, you're happy and you put out that good energy, and that's what is so attractive to men. Having a fun and amazing life and enjoying time by yourself is super attractive. You have to have things going on for yourself outside of the relationship.